And now, the regular season is over. The first stage of Season 4 is gone behind us. And now comes the big moments. The top 16, the postseason, the playoffs, whatever you want to call it. You all know what this means here in the Ascent Tournament Series. This means this is it. The best of the best are ready to play and looking to fight for those top 8 spots. The final bracket waits ahead for 125 Esports Phoenix Cup with their final bracket date already set for April 13th. Not far from now as well. It's only a 27-day wait before we get there. But in those 27 days, teams will be battling for certain. What a match we have tonight. Evolve Eclipse takes on Team Evo Icon in our best of 7 to start the final bracket qualifier. This is a double elimination format. Very simple. All the top 16 teams in the Sun 35 Esports Phoenix Cup split into 4 groups of 4 teams that do not know each other based off of seeding. And all these teams will play against each other in a double elimination format. 2 wins and your top 8 guaranteed. 2 losses and your season is over. Everything that happened before this, the regular season, forget about it. It all now leads up to this stage. And every stage afterwards gets bigger, gets better, and becomes even more intense. Welcome to the postseason here, as Evolve Eclipse are undefeated #1 side here this season. An incredible, undefeated 5-0 record in all matches, having only dropped 2 games the entire series, both of which were to Wingardium Leviosa. Simply put, no one's been able to stop this team. And they're going to have a tough time here, Team Evo Icon, to keep things going. Up in possession, in that aggression. But their opponents tonight, Team Evo Icon. Crow, who's made it to the top 4 last season in the Ascendant Cup, having to play in a much tougher division this season around. Well, so far, this team's just barely sneaking by. We're in that incredibly competitive Group D, where their final win against Axiom Arctic allowed them to take that 4th seed by game differential. There was a 3-game difference between them and Axiom. Now, in the series, and obviously a series victory that got them to that point. Their season now leads to the postseason. And to this matchup, reminder, nobody's eliminated today. It's only round 1. But again, whoever wins this will have 2 chances, and only needs to win 1 of them to make it to that top 8. Whoever loses will now need to win 2 matches straight to make it to that final bracket. So it's incredibly important. And again, the final bracket itself has already been set for April 13th. If you want to join us, April 13th, that's the date you want to keep it. Mark it on your calendars. That's when 125 Esports Phoenix Cup comes to its close. I'm ready for a wild night of action. I'm ready to see some Rocket League myself. Eclipse, again, undisputed, the top team in this division. Came into this top division as #1 overall team by rank. They've now left it still being the #1 overall team by ranks. Really to give you an idea of how good this team is playing, that by rank, they're able not only lead, but by teamwork, they're able to win in a pretty tough group as well. Their group was competitive with Mafia Vendetta, with Wingardium Leviosa, and GHG Sunrise. And speaking of Mafia Vendetta, they just won earlier today against Ace of Hearts. 7-game series, so we're in for quite a fun night here. And what a match we'll have here this evening. Again, it's the best of 7. That's the thing about it. It's the postseason. It's best of 7s. The matches get longer. And my allergies are kicking in. I can feel it. There we go. I had to mute myself there on stream. My apologies. Bless me. That's allergies kicking in for you. It is springtime, after all. There we go. That makes me feel a little bit better. But again, thank you, your mom's queso. I just sneezed. last stream. Thankfully, I muted myself. You don't want to hear that. But again, what a match we'll have this evening. Evolve, Eclipse, Team Evo Icon. Only match of the night, but again, the start of the 135 Esports Phoenix Cup final bracket qualifier. And again, a lot of matches in this Phoenix Cup being streamed this week because their playoffs have. And again, I mentioned earlier today you had Jade, aka Heart System, streaming Mafia Vendetta as they took down Ace of Hearts. Yesterday we had Crazy Cat's GG Eclipse. Still waiting on a response for that series. But again, this is the only match tonight. This is the last match tonight for this. Tomorrow we will have 2 matches. Maxine will have the earlier match, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Lunar Shadow versus Team Evo Academy, and Spartan Dragon will take Spartan Venom versus with Guardian Leviosa 2 hours after that. Then we go to Saturday, where Maxine once again streaming Elusives versus Team Evo Leftovers. Sunday, which still undetermined who's going to be streaming, but we have 2 matches that day. 909 versus Yukio Kaisen, as well as Team Evo Voltage and GHG Sunrise. So again, everybody playing in. There's only 16 teams left, so that means there's very few matches now. They are important. It is, again, the top 8 online. Only half the teams playing in this final bracket qualifier can make it through this stage. It is very cutthroat. Good reason. Now's when you got to really prove yourself. The pressure's on. Lights are bright. Again, these teams have to know the kind of pressure that they're under here is. Again, I'm excited to see how things will go tonight, but again, it is Evolve, Eclipse, Karma, Ballad, Silo, and JDS against Team Evo Icon, their roster. Toro, Grims, Crow, and Absol. I would expect the first 3 players to be the ones showing up tonight, considering that's the starting roster, but we'll see for Team Evo who does, in fact, show up for them. Matchup playoffs. And again, for a player like Crow, he was here last season again, was part of Team Evo Vector, made it to the top 4 in the Ascendant series. To make sure I pronounced it correctly. It's not Ascension, Ascendant series. And we'll be waiting. Update on and I'm excited to see how this match will go, as I see he's going to be joining in just a moment here. But for Team Evo Icon side, probably still living up a high of just barely making it to the final bracket. They were gone and out in that last week, only guaranteed to win because they beat Axiom Arctic in week 5. Again, they kept it close. Got their win. Again, this division, our middle division. See how things go tonight. Says wait on everybody join in. There's Crow, Grims, and I'm assuming Toro's joining in. Well, today there's Toro. We got our players in for our best of 7 matchup. Again, it's best of 7s. And tactical timeouts also in play. If you guys remember how those work, teams can request a timeout an extra minute in between games to talk things out and to reset the other team's momentum to strategize something new. So teams can start using that now to the benefit. Those timeouts are important. We've seen them work in the past. They're generally successful. Expect to see a lot of them here. Here we go. We'll get them in. Our best of 7 series begins. Evolve Eclipse, 5-0 for the regular season. Team Evo Icon barely scraping by with a win in week 5. But it is now all even. Everybody's at 0-0 again. The regular season does not matter. All that matters is making it to top 8. 2 wins, and you'll be there. 2 losses, and your run is over just like that. The pressure gets high. Eliminations start to pile up here. Besides the competition, saw 8 teams eliminated. This stage, we'll see just the same amount eliminated as well. Evolve Eclipse will not be one of those teams after how good their season went early on. Again, 5 weeks of winning in what many consider to be the toughest group in the 125 Esports Phoenix Cup this season. That being Group A, a group with GHG Sunrise, who themselves were able to... Was it Sunrise? Yeah, I think it was Sunrise in their group. Team that actually just won the Cross Progression League. Eclipse, I'm going to make sure they get off to a good start, and they'll do just that with Ballads. The first goal goes to Evolve Eclipse. 50 off the back wall and so off the ceiling and nobody there. Starts favoring this Evolve Esports favorites. Evolve Esports.org are no strangers to winning again. That Evolve, the famous Evolve Skylight roster in the Sun Tournament series has won twice for Evolve, but since then, Evolve's been very quiet, although, of course, not until this season have they been quiet. Again, looking for things to change here, and again, this might be the roster to do it. Again, playoffs are a whole different beast. We've seen so many teams get to this moment only to throw away their chances as Grims stopped by Karma. As that one dings off the bar, JDS doesn't read this one. Evolve Eclipse looking a bit awkward on defense. I got another match is getting even more high pressure. Well, teams are getting better. Everybody here has had a good regular season. Again, what also really makes this worrying for a lot of teams is that you don't know anybody you're playing against. Everybody in each group has played in a different set of teams during the regular season. Not only will this show which group from the regular season may have had the best teams, but also potentially, well, which teams can adapt the best to the pressure against them. As Evo Icon still throwing on some shots, will get blocked away again. Ballads in the midfield. Grims will take it away. Karma's got low boost. Grims will take it. An answer from Evo Icon. As they waited and waited, it is Grims who gets the tip around Karma. An Evo Icon with a goal back. Toro. Kept back by JDS. Toro gonna race this one down as Crow gets removed from the field. Karma, with room, will dribble it. Grims is there to block, but Team Evo Icon still on the attack as Evolve off their back wall. It's Ballads. Past Toro. Still Ballads. Now over Crow. Karma to collect this. Could take this himself. Will go across for JDS. He'll shoot. Stopped by Grims. Evolve Eclipse. Been a shaky start to the playoff bracket. Not the most consistent we've seen this team. Not the overwhelming offense that we know this team to do. I think a lot of this is just both teams not willing to make mistakes in such a high-stakes matchup. Game one is that feel-out process, but it's also the start of the qualifiers as Evo Icon take another. Grims will find Crow. Ballads just couldn't get up in time. And it is a 1-goal lead for Team Evo. One of 3 teams, or actually, sorry, 4 teams that are in the top 16 in the 125 Esports Phoenix Cup. They're one such team. Team Evo Voltage being another. The leftovers are in this as well. And 4 teams, by far the most, a quarter of the teams in this top 16 are of Team Evo. As I mentioned already, Evo Voltage, Team Evo Academy, Team Evo Leftovers, of course, Team Evo Icon. Teams that have made it here. The only team that has been able to actually lead their group, though, is Evo Voltage, who did it in Group B. Again, everybody on Evo find that footing, and again, there's some really scary teams. But I think if you were to ask which Team Evo team you would have as the most likely to do well in this position, I feel like Icon wouldn't come to many people's minds. At the start of the season, you might hear it, but again, the regular season has been extremely tough for them. They have not had a lot of great success in their group. This season's really been, at least for Evo in this division, it's been a season of Evo Voltage recovering from last season, having gone so poorly in the regular season, not even making it to the Swiss bracket that made up the final bracket qualifier, or as we call it, the wildcard stage. Through this season, leading their group. Right now, though, they're holding the lead and looking to make things a little bit more awkward for for Evolve. As Evo once again keeping the ball away. Karma gets the flick by Crow. Grims will wait back for it. Ballads can go for offense though. Quick attack off the back wall. Who's next to it? Would be but it won't be JDS, as Crow will clear this one away. Team Evo Icon take game 1. The underdogs off to a strong start. Team Evo score first, but they don't need to. Found the goals, they found the offense. Grims found a real leadership position. 6 shots this game. That is doubled the next highest, which is Karma of Evolve. Tell you what, Team Evo Icon had Grims this matchup, and that's what allowed them to take this game. Evolve, that's only their 3rd game that they've lost this entire season so far, in what is now their 6th series. Now let's move into game number 2. Team Evo off to a splendid start. Evolve, again, they're known for their overwhelming aggression. Just didn't show that last game. Felt like they were a lot more nervous. They really should be, considering how good their first 5 weeks went for them. They're going to need to find an answer. Oh, they'll do just that here, starting game 2. 15 seconds in, and JDS already on the board as Grims overcommit off the kickoff. And Evolve Esports will take over from there. Evolve, not done either, as Karma nearly had another chance to score. He cleared out by Grims. JDS, Grims, have this one. Still JDS off the back wall. Ballads to the top left corner. Evolve, not leaving anything behind this game. 2 goals in quick succession. And that's the kind of offense we expect this team to bring. That's what they've been doing all season. Evo Icon may have had game 1. Evolve Eclipse making sure that's the only game they'll have this series. Ballads unable to get the challenge, however. It is Crow who will look in front. We'll wait back as Evolve Eclipse will clear this one away. JDS gonna chase it down. Evolve Eclipse just continue to jump in, and this kind of challenging is what they do so well. They go in for everything. It's a team that really leaves nothing behind when they go for offense. They gotta be careful here, because they just gave it away! And in comes the bull, Toro! Takes the first of the game for Evo Icon. Karma was looking for a dribble, popped the ball a bit too high, and that's when Toro charges through. Goal to keep things close. As Evo Icon now off the kickoff. Grims looking for number 2. Stop off the bar. Here goes Crow. It's off the bar as well, but it trickles in. Another for Team Evo. Evolve facing the pressure. Off the kickoff. Crow will take this one. An elite start for Evolve. All but washed away. JDS. Across maybe for Karma. We'll leave it back for JDS. Evolve Eclipse. Facing the biggest issue we've had this season. Their defense hasn't been tested a lot, but haven't had to worry about it too much this season. Now they're going to have to in the postseason. Team so heavily focused on offense. Not doing so well keeping Evo Icon away from the midfield. All it takes is couple good chances. Evo Icon could go up 2-0 this series. As Toro with boost will leave it for Crow off the back wall. Crow known for his mechanical ability back last season. This season hasn't really been that one where you can get away with the same kind of plays he did before. So again, that Evo Icon, again, a team that barely made it through to this part of the postseason. Had to do it in their last match of the season. Finding success here against an Evolve Eclipse side that is having a tough time sealing them in. Grims and Toro both go. Will commit for Team Evo. Evolve will keep offenses JDS. Much power on this one. It's free room for Grims. Flicked away. Karma will be there. Crow off the sidewall. JDS will wait behind this one as Toro is beat. That's off the bar. And Team Evil Icon will keep it away. Another chance in front. Karma, Ballads by 2. Here he goes. JDS can't get the shot. The ball was too close to the back wall for any efforts. Team Evil Icon once again look for some offense. They'll win the challenge with Crow. 3-on-1, but the ball cleared back to Karma. And Evolve will, at the very least, delay the onset of offense. Crow, once again, 20 boost, but enough to force out JDS. Grims, field to Toro. Team Evo, to find that success, but it's a bit of a giveaway touch straight to JDS. Back and forth, but no major opportunities as both teams really finding those rotations. But what we're not seeing a lot of is demos, and I want to see more of that. At this level and at this kind of position, you just have to go for more demos. These teams are all too good at defense. They're all too familiar with it. And have to do something to make things a little bit different, and demos will be the way to do it. So far, though, with a minute to go, it is a tie game as Evo Icon again trying to stun the Ascent Tournament Series analysts. And again, I mentioned Evolve Eclipse, undisputed top team in this division right now. Not only are they undefeated, but they've done so again with 4 sweeps in the regular season. And in what many consider to be the toughest group of the regular season as well. But it doesn't get much more impressive than that. As it will be an infield pass! Oh, what a shot from Karma! Evolve Eclipse find their offense! And it comes courtesy of the infield play! Karma smashes this one in! And Evolve take the lead inside the final half a minute! Team Evo Icon, maybe they're playing a bit too relaxed for their own good. Now they've got a challenge. Toro. Pushed out of the way by Ballads as Karma. Now we'll connect with JDS, looking for one more goal, but this one will be in the back of the net from Karma. A second in a row. And Evolve Eclipse, when they needed the goals most, boy did they came. "12 seconds left in game 2, but Evolve Eclipse, surely this lead stands. As the midfield will be Evolve Eclipse in the final seconds. Evo Icon have now dropped the game. It's tied at 1 game each. Evolve Eclipse finding it tougher to get some offense, but they got it at the end of this game. They got that win. Now it's about being able to build on top of that. Be that Evolve Eclipse team that we saw in the regular season. Take down Wolfguard Leviosa in 5 games. Take down everybody else in a sweep. I mean, simply put, no denying how good these teams are. Playoffs, such a weird place to be. Pressure, there's really high stakes. I mean, it's a $150 prize pool for all the teams playing here. You have to make top 2 to do it. And you gotta go through this part of the competition to get there. Reminder, both teams do have tactical timeouts this series. This is where the tactical timeouts do begin. Both teams, they have the ability to use them. We'll see if any of them decide to use them at any point early on in this series. We see sometimes teams will use them after dropping 2 games, sometimes after 3, sometimes never. Some teams choose not to use them. Evolve Eclipse will be the ones who take game 2 in a rather strong performance. Now in game 3, it's about being able, at least for Evolve, to advance on what they did at the end of game 2 specifically. For Evo Icon, it's about being able to find a sense of urgency for themselves. They had what it took to beat Evolve Eclipse last game. They just didn't move fast enough. They didn't attack fast enough, and a lot of it came down to them not winning the midfield nearly as well as they did in Game 2. Or in Game 1, apologies. Or more rather, not letting Evolve Eclipse win the midfield. Probably an even better way to say it. For Evo Icon, all it takes is for them to find ways to win these crucial challenges. And they'll be in a very positive position. Find themselves some goals as Grims will get the flick by one. Still challenging on Ballads. Bumps him out of the way. As Toro trying to race through and get a demo. Either connect. Karma will keep this one out. For JDS is a air dribble to the net. Front post. This one pinched. And cleared out as double commit for Evo Icon. Room for Karma. Leaves it for Ballads. Already up is JDS. Fakes it. Ballads. The flick. Always hit wide. They won't get another chance either, as this ball will be kept away. Evolve Eclipse nearly walked into goal one, but they'll keep going. Ballads, double commit again. Evo Icon really forcing themselves out of defense here. And on low boost as well. This is where things are going to get really difficult against this Evolve side, because they recognize that the boost isn't very high, and that's why they can go for this. Karma takes the lead for Evolve in Game 3. After all this boost stealing, it was enough for Evo Icon to lose positioning. All you need is a one good opportunity. You'll find that success. Karma, challenged by Crow. Evolve still in offense as Ballads. Grims. Off the back wall. He'll keep the offense as Toro. Off the back wall as Ballads. It's a great first touch. Toro's got to get back. He won't get back in time. Another for Evolve. As Evo Icon took their chances to offense and paid the price. Evolve Eclipse, again, finding that stride. It took them a little bit longer than they usually do to get those goals, that offense moving, but now that they actually have the offense working, you can tell why this team has been rated so highly. Evo Icon just aren't able to beat them right now. They don't have the offense they had before. They don't have the defense to stop Evolve Eclipse consistently. Over time, Evolve Eclipse just wearing down Evo Icon. As Grims, yes, off the sidewall, will be left for Toro as Ballads. First touch goes in the air. Waiting is Karma. Flip a reset. Early do you have a good jump button for that one, and nothing will be amount of that. Toro. Karma looking for a net. Stopped anyways by Crow. As Ballads and JDS both jump in. Toro will keep things away. Grims. Karma. Crow in the midfield. Ballads is the only one there, though. And Evolve Eclipse look for a third. JDS will be shut down. Evolve Eclipse still on offense. Still searching for one more goal to really put this game further out of reach for Team Evo Icon. Ballads now leaves it for Grims. Evo needs something. They were able to score last game, but it was futile at its ending. And in this game, they haven't even scored at all yet. Karma will keep things away from Team Evo for a little bit longer, as now he'll keep the dribble. Throw to the back corner. Karma is waiting on this. Is Toro. Alice is a bit of an awkward touch, but ADS is back for it. Evolve Eclipse. They'll just continue to play the time with the time they need. Now he dribbles the 50. It's in front. Ballads always completely missed an open net. The fortunate thing is he's leading by 2. He doesn't need to score, and they can steal a win. Ball Eclipse still holding possession, still forcing Evo back, and that's what makes this series so different now. Evo Eclipse weren't able to keep this control. Now they do. And Evo Icon double commits, triple commits, starting to populate their defense here, and it's becoming a huge issue because when you leave one player back like this, when you commit that heavily to the ball, you're just leaving so many openings that Evolve Eclipse can score on. That's all they're really waiting for. Why are those openings to show? As time will run out here, Evolve Eclipse once again letting the midfield do the talking, controlling the outcome of Game 3, and now they take the lead in this best of 7 matchup. Evolve Eclipse. Then it looks starting to look like Evolve Eclipse. Of course, again, in a playoff match like this, anything can happen. It's a longer series. It's a longer matchup. Again, teams have more time to talk things out. Doing what we've seen already, Evolve Eclipse doing what they normally are doing, and Evo Icon already going in for the substitutes here. So Toro adding in Absol. It looks like Absol might be playing in replacement of Toro. And we'll go into game number 4. A minute being taken here by Team Evo Icon. Again, going into the substitution change. So they're adding in Absol, replacing Toro. Absol added in as that sub. Evo Icon, how badly that last game went. So I'm to get a bit more desperate. See if this makes the difference that they need. Or if Evolve Eclipse continue their offensive, really in this series, midfield-based powerhouse. Right now, they're looking to get a good start. Ballads! Ooh, he just couldn't have that one. And Karma's going to get back quickly. He will do so with a full tank of boost. Grims will send this one, but easily kept away as Evolve demoed further efforts. Pinched all the way back, though, and Evolve will keep this one as Crow stopped by Karma. JDS. Grims taken out by Karma. Evolve Eclipse starting to get a bit more nasty. Demos really flying through here. A minute talking. I'm sure these teams are scheming. And the demos suddenly become a much bigger deal as JDS forced out by Crow. Grims nearly snuck that one in because of the bump attempt from Crow. Forced JDS to jump to get a much worse challenge of the ball than he wanted to. Those bumps and demos work. It's all about when you time them and how you use them. So far, no goals, but scary opportunities nonetheless. Goals are going to go in at some point, and they're bound to go in anytime soon. As Absol. Yes, will clear it away. Crow to the back wall. Ballads whiffed on this one. Still gets the block on Grims. As Evolve Eclipse will go upfield themselves. Karma between the defense. Absol is there. And now he'll pinch it. This one's going. Karma will be back in time, saving the Cooksier pinch attempt from Absol. No goals just yet, but again, so many close calls. Who's gonna take it? That's the one could have been in, but Grims will be up in time. And now Evo Icon with a sigh of relief as ball pops up. JDS will keep it. On the dribble still. Kept up high. Demo! Ballads gets one too, but the ball not going towards the net. Need to have Karma to take this chance. Back post! Oh, what a dribble! Karma finds the angle! And Evolve Eclipse sneak one by. This has definitely been the most chaotic game so far. But Evolve Eclipse, through the chaos, find the goal they need. As another one for Karma. And Evo Icon may just start losing their control here as Grims just a whiff. An awkward position. Evo Icon again, that substitution change made enough of a change in how they're playing. Ballads. Evolve Eclipse Now reaching the halfway point with a 2-goal lead. You know, last game went. Really looking to hold this lead. That's all they really have to do from this point on, but you know they want more goals. Evolve Eclipse is not a team that's going to try to hold a lead. They're going to be a team that will continue to score against you as many times as they feel is necessary, and I promise you, this team does not care you have given up. They'll score as much as they can. As Ballads on another dribble will be saved away by Crow, but a couple of those chances from Evolve Eclipse nearly going up and over the defenders. The air dribbles themselves have just been, simply put, consistent from Evolve Eclipse and definitely threatening. Evo Icon. This ball away from danger. Karma, the one waiting back, is challenged by Crow. Off the sidewall, JDS will be there in time as Absol went over Ballads, now looking for goal. JDS waits back on it as Crow and Grims both connect. Absol waiting. That pass attempt won't really get very far as Crow needs to make something pretty special happen. Will not find the space he needs as Absol, second touch, leaves it for Grims instead! And he'll split the defense! Evo Icon are not done. Absol has been added in. He's added a new life to Evo Icon. Finally, we see it succeed. At a crucial moment, no less. One minute to go, and Evo Icon, 1 goal away from tying this. Absol, they've given this one away. Couple demos rain out as Absol. And now Crow. Karma will be first to it. JDS won't challenge, will let Grims have this one. Ballads facing the wrong direction, can still get the clear as Karma sends it for Ballads. Absol saves this one away. JDS. A touch, Grims will be back for it. It's the flick high. Ballads. 3 seconds to go as JDS will win the play. Grims. Karma. Grims again to the back wall. Ballads is there. He'll still go. The Evolve Eclipse look to hold down this lead for just a few more moments. Match point within their grasp, but Grims and Absol gonna keep this one alive, but not for much longer. Game 4 is over and Evolve Eclipse now and have 3 chances to give themselves a 1-0 record in the playoff qualifiers, as well as the chance to go to that top 8 final bracket. And immediately called timeout. Called by Team Evo Icon. No surprises here that that's the call they're making at this moment, considering just how badly the series has gone. 3 games straight, they've just not been able to keep up with them. So again, timeout called here. Team Evo use this extra minute in between games to talk things out. Extra minute of time. Not a lot of time, all things considered, but it might be enough for them to at least turn this series around. We've seen teams use it before to great success. Now we see Evo Icon use it in a very expected position. So an extra minute in between games for these teams to talk things out. Of Eclipse, again, now have 3 chances to win this series, and again, give themselves the chance to go to the top 8 in only 2 matches. For a team of their caliber, people are expecting them to go 2-0, considering that their final bracket qualifier group, unlike the regular season group, is meant to be a little bit easier for them. Although there's no real easy group, it's all tough groups, but how things go. Again, on the other side, it's Lunar Shadow and Team Evo Academy who are playing on the other. So whoever wins this will be playing the winner of that series. Quite an exciting ride here. Again, 3 weeks of action. And you can't ask for anything better here this season. Again, our playoff bracket has consistently changed every single season. This season, for the first time, we don't have teams auto-qualify to the final bracket. You gotta earn that spot. No matter how good your regular season was, you gotta earn it. And, well, Evo Icon and Evolve Eclipse right now. Evolve earning this advantage in the series. Evo Icon using their one and only tactical timeout this series. I hope it goes to good effect as Toro has subbed himself back in, and, well, he's not off to a good start here. Missing that one. Not a good start here for Evo Icon. As Evolve Eclipse will chip one over. Again, as I have mentioned already, Team Evo Icon again, Toro subbing himself back in, replacing Grims, just trying to find something different. But that timeout has not worked to their favor here. Another goal for Evolve Eclipse. Well, they just continue to scoring, continue the offense, continue the beatdown. And that timeout for Evo Icon, it may not help them out much here. As actually another sub coming in, I think from Eclipse. Silo subbed in for this game. Interesting choice. I think they just want to have everybody on playing time here. So Karma, JDS, and Silo. Choice here from Evolve, and well, hey, Silo's got a goal already. I'm generally critical of teams who sub people in like this, but for Evolve Eclipse, I don't think they really care. All these players have experience. They aren't new to playing. All at their time together. Here in Game 5, looking to make it 4 wins straight in this best of 7 series. Again, Evo Icon now need 3 goals straight in this game to find, well, not 3 goals straight, but at least 3 goals to find some form of a comeback, and it could get worse for them. Bro, in the midfield, Toro will be back, but a shot not on, and it will be Team Evo who will watch as the pressure dissipates for them. Karma, JDS, 4 goals for Evolve. And Evolve Eclipse, I'm sure making their org happy. Not seem like they're going to be losing tonight. Inside the first 90 seconds, 4 goals have been scored from Evolve, and Evo Icon, the changes to their roster may have been one of the big detriments for themselves. When you change a team like this, you gotta get used to each other all over again. It can be so tough to do it. And against the Evolve Eclipse, this Evolve team, no stranger again to making those changes. They like to sub each other in. Even when they're doing well, they'll do it. And all these players have so much experience with each other. Some second nature to them. And again, while I'm not a big fan of doing that, for Evolve, they're successful, so I don't know what I'm saying anyways. Again, all these players, they do have that chemistry. They do all know each other. Even when they do make those changes, it's not going to feel too strange for them, as Silo will take yet another 2 for Silo this game. Evolve Eclipse, my goodness, this is an absolute beatdown in Game 5. Gonna make quick work of Team Evo Icon. The only team representing Evolve Esports in the entirety of the Ascent Tournament Series this season. And 90 plus teams, they're the only ones that represent this organization. Again, that has a very storied history in the Ascent Tournament Series, as Karma nearly made it 6. We'll go again. Toro's got the block, as that one peeled off the crossbar. Evolve Eclipse will stick to it at this point for themselves, just looking to just add as many as they can. Again, this is a team that does not stop scoring even when they have a monumental lead. They're still playing as if this game is tied. Absol, Silo, have an overcommit for Evolve. Crow can go down the field, but he's missed his chance. Absol stopped by Karma. JDS now with room to work off the ceiling will find Silo, but Neil never challenged. Team Evo Icon will take this downfield as Absol just trying to find a one. The unfortunate bounce off the back wall, but the shot not on just yet. JDS keeps it away from Crow. And Evolve Eclipse. First time it feels like this game playing an extended period of defense. But barely any defense this game, and again, as I mentioned, for a team like them who wants to play offense as much as they can, this is what they want to do. They don't want to play defense. They don't want to be back in their own half. They don't have to play defensive. They want to play offense. This is what this team's known for, after all, and what they're bringing into this series. As in the midfield, JDS nearly poked in a 6 goal. This will be cleared away by Toro. Absol on the block. JDS. Keep things high. Does get the fake. It is wide open for JDS. It is Evolve Eclipse's 6th. Quite clearly, there's not much else to say anymore. This game is definitely over. Again, the pressure that these teams are feeling, I'm sure that pressure is not really there for either side anymore. This game and this series will end in a rather Evolve Eclipse type way. Absol will be stopped. Karma chase down Toro as BDS will get the first touch. Silo on the dribble will use the flip reset. Going again! Oh, what a play for Silo! He'll take that one! Thank you very much. A flip reset into a demo. Toro is destroyed. And Silo just to add the cherry on top to Evolve Eclipse's start in the postseason. That was rather convincing. Never really felt like they ever were going to lose this one. Evolve Eclipse will beat Team Evo Icon 4 games straight after losing the first one. Many dubbed the gentleman's sweep of Rocket League. Evolve Eclipse will take down Evo Icon and will stay with the extra life in the playoff qualifier. Their next match, they'll have a chance, their first of what could be 2, to make it to the top 8. 4-1. They beat Evo Icon. Team Evo Icon, their run's not over, but they go to the lower brackets. They've got to win 2 matches straight now. A tough order, but fortunately for them, the tough match is done. What a performance from Evolve. Made sure that they left nothing else up to chance. After game 1, they really brought their act together, and they played like Evolve Eclipse. We know them to be. What a performance. 4-1. Their playoffs and their postseason has started out very well. Welcome in as well here. Thank you again. Congratulations on your win. JDS is joining us as well as Ballads and Karma. A 4-1 series victory taking down Team Evo Icon. The start of the postseason for Evolve Eclipse, and a lot of people are asking, how is this team going to do in the postseason? How are they going to do in playoffs? This is where a lot of pressure comes into it. But you guys looked good. You brought your offense, you brought your playstyle in this one. JDS, you guys are off to a good start, and I don't think you'd want it any other way.
Get some of that prize money divvy up. But yeah, just looking forward to future matches for sure.
You said as well, you guys playing for that top 8. This is the first season where you don't have auto qualification spots. Last season, you guys would have already auto qualified 2 top 8s. This season, it's a little different now. The pressure is much higher, and you guys got to really earn your spot. It's a whole different look this season. Karma, you've been here for a couple seasons. You've been able to kind of see the season again, for the first time, there are no auto qualification spots in that final bracket. Is that a benefit or is that a hindrance to you guys? So many teams have talked about wanting to play in that first round of the postseason. Again,
Um,
again, you guys looked. You guys look good. You pumped your offense. Talk to me about this one being the first season where you guys, again, there was no auto qualification spots. Is that a benefit or do you think that's a hindrance to your guys' run?
definitely caught me off guard because I was used to the auto qual, but I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool. Adds a little extra step, and yeah, I like it. I don't mind it. I don't think it really affects the like how we'll do. I think we would have done pretty good either way, but I like it. It's a cool addition.
Of course, and hey, you get your win as well. Talk to me about this match against Evo Icon here. Ballads. Game 1 didn't go so well. It felt like you guys you kind of were spinning your wheels there. But after game 1, we got to see the Evolve team that we were expecting. Again, talk to me about this. About having to redeem yourself after game 1's performance and being able to find that kind of consistency again.
I'll be honest, I was playing rank 3s, so I was like playing completely differently than I usually do my team. So I had to like re-lock in on how they play, like their play style. Because when I play like comp, I play like way safer, more passive. But when I'm playing with my team, I gotta be more aggro, more ball chasing, stuff like that.
Don't give away the strats, bro. Jeez.
Nah, bro. Yeah, that was like what I had to do to lock back in.
Yeah, it was fun playing these guys. We know them, and Karma knows them, of course. Grim's on a previous team of mine, so definitely fun to play them.
As you said as well, and again, you guys again had to bring that offense, had to bring that consistency. Pressure's a lot higher. I know the regular season you guys didn't have to face too much pressure. Talk to me about pressure, in this matchup as well. Silo, talk to me about the pressure that you guys have to feel because now it's playoffs, it's the postseason. There's a lot more running on this. There's a lot more pressure on you guys, especially with how many people are looking at you guys. Talk to me about that pressure, about how you guys are handling that.
Honestly, I feel like we're a very confident team, and I feel like pressure doesn't really get to us much. So we just lock in and we look forward to it, and I feel like we could get the win.
And I know for a fact you've been grinding a lot, Silo, considering that
Yeah.
you've very recently. Because I know for a fact, and the reason why I asked that is because people have been saying, "Wait, why is this guy in this division?" And I'm like, "Well, he's been grinding." But Silo's been grinding a lot. I can tell you that. But again, you guys have been preparing for this postseason. Now that it's here, you get your win. You get to play against the winner oh, 1 second. You get to play the winner of Lunar Shadow and Team Evo Academy. Talk to me again. Is there any team that you guys are kind of looking forward to playing against out of those two, or do you guys not really care? What do you play next?
We want Evo. I know them well, so always fun going against people you know. I'm not sure who's on the Lunar team, so be fun to play people we know.
Yeah, as you said as well, you guys want to play against the teams you know, want to play against the teams that you guys like, but of course, get your win tonight. Congratulations on your victory here, Evolve Eclipse 4-1 over Team Evo Icon. Before you guys go, we gotta get some shoutouts here. So we got 4 of you. We're gonna have to make this quick, but we'll go down the line as well here. So let's start with Silo. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to my teammates, shout out to the fans, and shout out to the other team. Quite fun. It was fun to play.
Congratulations on your win. Now we'll go to Ballads. Do you have anything that you want to add to that?
Not really. Same thing Jay said or Silo said.
We'll go to Karma. Do you have anything that you want to say, Karma?
Yeah, our teammates, the other team, both orgs, obviously. You and ATS in general, we appreciate the opportunity. So thank you.
As you said as well, and now we'll go to JDS. What do you want to say? Do you have any shoutouts?
Shout out to all the team. Thanks for the cast. Shout out your mom's queso. Your mom's queso. She's watching. I don't actually know. But yeah.
number
So-
one fan. Let's go.
Yeah.
As well. And congratulations on your win. A big win as well. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining. JS, Karma, Ballads, and Silo. Congrats on your win. 4-1 victory over Team Evo. You guys looked great out there. Continue your great performance. Have a great rest of your nights, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Thank you very much. You as well.
Thank you.
That was Evolve Eclipse, almost a Team Evo. It was not Evo who joined us in, but get in mind, our Evo Icons run is not over just yet. Have a tough bracket, a lower bracket to go through, but it is not impossible. I actually think there's going to be a good amount of teams that are going to be able to do that through that lower portion. But for now, we will be ending our stream. Thank you all so much for joining. Congratulations again to Evolve Eclipse. To start off our playoff bracket here on this stream, what a win for them, 4-1 over Team Evo. To all of you out there who supported the stream, thank you all so much for joining. It was great hosting you all tonight. Again. Look after your allergies. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. It's just something that happens. I can't do much about it. We'll get a raid out. Thank you all so much for joining the Ascend Tournament Series mainstream. Take care and be well. And hopefully we'll get more playoff action on the stream in the future. For now, have a great rest of your night.